sunglasses, bro. I need some sunglasses.
Yeah, no.
Looking right into the light.
I know.
It makes us look great, so it's all.
Yeah, that's all. Imagine what like weather people.
Welcome welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Right next to me on the wonderful couch here is my co-host.
It's Omar.
And right next to him is my wonderful executive producer and co-host.
Jordan.
Guys, so like I was like looking into buying a house because something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. So I went to this, they have like model homes, like these builders have model homes that you can go and visit.
Mm-hmm.
I went to this one builder called KB Homes, and I went to the model homes like to go see what the fuck's gonna look like. So first, before you do that, you have to go into an office and talk to the sales guy, and then they just try and like, where are you from? Blah blah blah.
You still with these, you?
Yeah.
You have to make the small talk with them so they can see what the fuck you want, so you can go see the home.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking to the sales guy, and then for the particular model I want to look at, he says, okay, let me go see like if we even have that one available for inventory. So he goes to the computer, and I have to go to the restroom. So I'm like, hey, you guys have a restroom? So I go to the restroom, and I go into the restroom, and looking at the toilet, there's a little piece of shit in the toilet.
In the
model
toilet?
or in the office?
In the office.
Oh, okay. In the model home? That would be
Imagine
great.
though. But no.
Who's shit in the model home?
Dude.
In the office? That's a little... It was, and you know what's wild? It was probably that person's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people
And
were
it,
in there?
it wasn't that little either. Like, it was a decent-sized piece of shit. Like, it was a little log.
So you're not right.
Wait,
It was a
on
good
the
diet.
in there,
It was
or
in the
on
bowl.
Okay, that's
And,
not
like,
bad.
when I opened the restroom, it
bowl.
smelled like shit.
Oh,
And
that's...
I knew there was a bad omen. And I
you
was
can't
like...
do shit like
I
that.
was like, I'm not going to buy a house here. That's not the right
It's a bad
This is not the
omen.
right place.
Yeah, this is a bad start.
Yeah, you just feel it in your gut.
It's a really bad start. I don't trust you, dude. You wash your hands? the guy that's trying to talk to you and shit?
That's disgusting, though, man. Don't you hate, like, going to a restroom and there's, like, fucking shit there? Like,
Yeah.
that used to happen all
Yeah.
the time. You know where it happened? In high school.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
all
man.
the time.
See, in the right places, in high school, I probably wouldn't have gave a fuck. But in the right places, you got to flush it as you take your shit.
And you're thinking about
You know what I
buying a
mean?
house there, so it's kind of like, this is a big decision.
Take care of this restroom.
I don't want to deal with nobody that don't flush the toilet.
Yeah,
Pee all over the seat.
This is a big financial decision I'm making. You people are going to be responsible for a lot of important shit, and you can't even
Flush
fucking
the toilet?
have. Yeah, you can't have the fucking smarts to be able to flush the toilet.
Isn't that wild how you sometimes are just exposed to someone else's shit?
Oh,
It's
Something-
crazy.
Something you
Horrible.
shouldn't be seeing. Sometimes
It
you
should
just
be
walk
illegal.
in and it should be damn illegal.
Or think about when you eat food, like you're exposed to like other people's hair.
Oh man,
You know,
That's
and their
crazy.
skin and like they were probably talking while
That's
they made
true.
this.
You know, that's
Ew.
something I never think about, Gio. Like with fast food and like all the other places, like regular restaurants. I never think about all the people that are actually making the food. Like, there's no way it's all clean. Like,
No.
I remember one time at Whataburger years ago. There was Whataburger near my parents' house, and I went there, and what I used to like getting, because I didn't used to like burgers when I was a kid. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I only like chicken tenders, so I got chicken tenders. It's like it's like a chicken tender box with fries, and it comes with a little like piece of Texas toast chopped in
Yeah.
half. So I see them like preparing the shit, putting like scooping everything in there, right? And they're doing it with the fucking metal shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, whatever. She grabs a piece of toast with her bare hand
Oh no!
and puts it inside my shit, and I'm just
Because
like,
they're not using gloves, bro. When I
I
worked
see.
there, we did not use gloves at all.
Or when you go to like a foreign restaurant or something, not a restaurant, but like
Ooh.
Or like a
don't know.
taco truck.
a pho place or something.
Oh
like
my
that.
god! Every
A
time I go
taco-
to
yeah, like a taco truck, shit like that. Yeah,
it's just gross.
yeah. You just see people using their bare hands, man. A truck in general, a food truck in general.
It's just gross.
Oh, it seems
That's gotta
horrible.
be
It's so
gross,
fucking.
bro.
You're gonna be so sweaty in there. Like you're just like.
The food come out musty.
And you
Oh
go
my
and you
God.
you see them sweating.
Yes.
I'm like,
No.
imagine when you were looking down for like a few seconds, doing stuff.
Right?
You said you want the tater tots with extra chili cheese.
Yeah, I guess.
guess.
Just like
Fuck.
dripping sweat.
That's gonna be $13.99 because everything at food trucks is fucking expensive as shit.
I saw a joke on Family Guy. It's like they use that iPad like for normal day-to-day life, and it's just dirty as hell. And we're just doing our exchanges on there.
That
That's
shit
true.
is never ever clean.
Never.
Not even at the end of the day. That shit hasn't been clean since they got it.
No,
Just
not at all.
smudgy as
bro.
fuck.
Just smudgy as fuck, dude. Yeah, those like public screens, public things, dude. Just in general. I mean, I'm sure that everyone started thinking about this because of the pandemic, but like, bro, the things you touch.
Yeah.
And just all the stuff you do and even your phone, everything is gross. bro.
Everything's dirty.
There's no keeping clean. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Man, you know
if
what
you
the
really wanna.
you know what the dirtiest one probably is the fucking gas station pumps,
Yes,
the handle.
bro.
Think about it. They never ever clean those.
Never.
And your hands have got to be. Your hands were just in your car, and who knows where those were? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're not cleaning your steering wheel either. I mean, how often are people really disinfecting their steering wheel?
That is
Never.
true.
You know what I mean? And you're not cleaning your hands before you go into your car. It's just real dirty shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the kind of person that like when I go to a gas station, I remember what I touch with like what hand. So I know like to not touch my important shit with that hand.
I touched it with I drive with my left.
I need to be more aware of that.
I do that at the gas station.
I
Right
try-
hand.
I always have a napkin or like a receipt, and I try to hold the thing with it. I swear to God, I've been doing that for like months now.
And then you just drop it, like you just let the collateral go on the floor.
Like, goodbye, bro. No,
Goodbye,
if I don't-
thank you for your service. Goodbye.
Thank you, gas pump. No, dude, if I don't put this thing up, someone could just pick it up and fill up their car on my tab. Imagine that. Imagine I actually left it on, and everyone just keeps leaving it for the next person,
Oh
and I
my
rack up
God.
like a $550 gas bill.
Dude, I remember one time we were following my aunt somewhere. So we're in our car, me and my mom, and then my aunt is in the car with my cousin. And we go to a gas station, and we're filling up, right? So my mom fills up, and then she's watching my aunt fill up. My aunt fills up. My aunt forgets to put the fucking pump back in the thing, and she drives off, and it pulls off the pump.
Oh my god!
Like some America's Funniest Home Video shit.
Yeah.
And
The car goes. Woof.
what happens there? I mean, I'm sure gas doesn't come out, but
no,
it
it doesn't come out. All she has to do is go in and just tell them, and they're just like, okay. And they just fix it because it happens all the time, apparently.
It's
Really?
gotta, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gotta. I'm sure they got like a fucking 50 of them in the back, and they just like squeeze the nozzle on or whatever. I wonder how that works. To be a
That's hilarious.
fucking gas station manager,
It's a wild job.
that's
bro.
gotta be a wild, annoying job.
Oh
just
my
all
God.
the wacky people you see.
All the fucking homeless people coming in.
People just doing crazy shit in your trash cans, bro, and almost fucking taking pisses in the back and stuff.
Oh
Because that's
my
the type of
God.
place that, like, gas stations are the type of place where that stuff happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They just go in there just to like fuck around.
Yeah. And usually there's not a lot of employees, so you're not keeping anything clean. Things are just happening around you, and you're just behind that plexiglass
In a little
just hoping
cage.
for the best.
Imagine you
with
guys
a gun.
Do you guys remember those fucking videos where like people go into places like the 99-cent store or like gas stations or like little corner stores, and they would just fuck everything
That's
up
so
and then just
funny.
run out?
Yeah.
Imagine you're the gas station owner.
I quit. I quit, bro.
You're-
I just
Someone
go
just
home.
pushed over the whole candy app. Oh my God, it's all over the
They're
floor.
just fucking like throwing shit everywhere, and like let's say they're like a little kid, so you can't even do shit to them.
Yeah.
They're not an adult.
Just gotta get mad at the mom or something.
Why I oughta? Oh, you gotta fight the mom
You gotta fight the mom.
because the kid,
You gotta be on edge, but with everyone that comes in, because like kids and all that shit, stealing and shit.
dude.
You know what I mean?
You know what I like? You just mentioned that with like kids doing that shit and like their moms being there. I remember when I was working retail at this food place, like moms would come in.
Mums.
I thought I said something else. Moms would come in with their children, all kinds of ages, but usually the problem was always with toddlers or like babies. Almost always like toddlers, and they would just pick up shit and just put it everywhere. Like pick up things and just leave it everywhere.
Yeah.
And like the mom, some of them were cool and they'd be like, "Oh, I'm so fucking sorry." Like, and some of them would just like, and then they'd pick it up, and then some wouldn't say shit and they wouldn't pick it up.
Yeah,
And
just
I was just
completely
like-
ignore it.
And like whenever, sometimes they'd stay and they'd eat in the corner because we had like little like seating area, and the kid would just be throwing food everywhere and like they wouldn't clean it. And I was like, "Oh, you fucking bitch."
That parent is
that.
probably like about to kill themselves and that kid.
Yeah, they're on edge.
They're
bro.
just on their phone, just like, I don't give a fuck what he's doing. Let him
do what he wants to do.
let him do what he wants to do.
It's damn near his house anyways.
Bro, I used to work at a shoe store, and the kids section would be destroyed by the end of the day.
Oh,
Bro.
forget about
Like
it.
nothing, like every slot where the shoes were supposed to be, like fucking 70% of them would be empty. And you just have to go around the store finding them. I swear to God. They'd be all over the place. Because sometimes it'd just be parents being assholes and trying on a million different shoes and just like leaving them on the bench or something. And sometimes it'd be kids and they're just running around and they got the shoes in their hand and who knows where they went.
I'm gonna say this: buying a fuckload of baby shoes is the stupidest thing you can do because the
It's
thing
so
the
dumb.
thing is gonna grow out of it in a few months.
The thing is gonna
Buy
grow
the
out of
motherfucker.
shit,
Buy
growing out
him
of
the
it.
cheapest pair of fucking Payless shits,
Yeah.
and then when he starts growing a little bit more, maybe get him a nicer pair of shoes.
Oh
my
my
God.
sandals, man.
Bro,
Bro,
I
the-
mean,
the funniest shit in the world is seeing people like buying matching outfits for them and their child.
That's
it's
funny.
the funniest shit in
That's
the world
funny.
to me.
I was buying some shit on Old Navy, and there was like a whole category of family outfits. Swear to God, fucking
Somebody's
men,
out
women,
there
and
doing
kids.
that.
Yeah,
Somebody really wants their child to look exactly like them.
I don't like matching.
I don't either.
I don't want to match.
Me neither.
You know,
I don't like matching my clothes.
Yeah,
I never wear matching shit.
maybe
so I don't
we
want my
can color
child to match.
coordinate on a special.
I mean, I like color coordinating, but
you
not
know?
like. I don't
Same
want to
exact things?
The thing is, I don't care if I'm matching. I don't want to match with somebody else exactly the same.
This
fucking
led to a
thing.
great thing. I hate themed parties. I despise them.
What about Halloween?
That's the funnest one.
Come on, you gotta give Halloween the exception.
Halloween's different.
Those
Like
are the
I'm
funnest
saying, like when
parties.
people are like, everybody has to dress like.
Like a Hawaiian theme or some shit.
I'm going to a stupid ass Hawaiian theme party right after this, and I'm very
Literally-
upset.
Wait, are you
Never been
really?
to one.
Yes.
Dude, the thing I hate about
I have
those,
no Hawaiian clothes
That's
either.
the thing. I don't want to have to buy some shit to go to your party. I'll just
Exactly.
let me just buy a fucking beer or a bottle and I'll come in with that. Like, why do I have to fucking buy shit to go to
I
your
walk in that
party?
bitch with a pineapple, and that's my theme.
Here
Yeah.
we go. Fucking
Is
pineapple
that Hawaiian
with a
boy?
fake surfboard or something.
Yeah, dude, a pineapple and basketball shorts and like a wife beater and just be like, hey, this is the best I could do.
This is
But
me.
no, I wouldn't do that to people. I wouldn't do
couldn't do
that.
that,
Like
bro.
some sort of like fucking Hawaiian theme or Western thing. That's not even fun. Save that for Halloween and shit. You know what I mean?
Or like an all-white party.
Don't make me do this. It
What
is
the
April.
fuck are we
8th.
doing?
You know?
Yeah.
And
what are we doing having a
and
Halloween?
the thing
having a
is,
Hawaiian party
also
today?
about an all-white party, that's so dangerous. You know what
It's
I mean?
scary.
Because like you're gonna have colored foods. You're gonna have like spaghetti and shit like that.
Yeah.
Imagine you're fucking eating spaghetti at an all-white party. You're just
Bro.
getting
no chance.
There's no chance.
They
bro.
brought-
You slurping the noodles, they're gonna slap against everything. You know how it goes, dude. Eating a bowl of soup.
eating
Shit.
anything, bro.
It'd be funny to have an all-white party, and then I would have like all the messiest foods. So
Just
I'd have
lasagna.
like, spaghetti, chili, lasagna.
It's actually
No,
a hilarious
no,
idea.
no finger foods.
Yeah, just tell everyone it's an all-white party. Don't say anything about it. When they get there, it's all like spaghetti and like
Or have
hot dogs. and
yeah, or
shit.
stuff like crawfish and crab and shit.
Yes,
like something you
bro.
have to eat with your hands.
Muscles.
I don't even own a lot of white clothes. If someone told me to go to an all-white party, I just wouldn't go.
Yeah, dead ass, bro. I wouldn't go.
I'm never gonna use those white pants in my life
Ever
again.
again.
I'd go.
You know?
I have all white clothes, but I don't wear it that often.
I can't do it. I can't pull all white clothes off.
I cannot get myself to buy white jeans ever in my life.
Yeah, I could barely get myself to buy a white T-shirt.
I
bro.
would do white jeans. I like white jeans.
I don't believe in white t-shirts.
I don't believe white. I'm gonna fuck it up. You know, I just know
I'm a black t-shirt kind of man.
I'm a
for
black
real.
and gray.
black
and navy
t-shirts
blue.
matter.
Black t-shirts matter, man.
Look, they're easy to clean. You can't tell when they're dirty.
It's true, man.
Black
and a
really
white
is
one will
the
always
best.
get like it just won't keep its whiteness.
Yes.
And like I don't know, bro. A white
need-
T-shirt is hard to find a good.
I
white
need my
t-shirt.
whiteness to pure white.
Some companies got to start making like I'm sure there is.
There's a lot of good ones. I've been dabbling in white more, and it just depends on the company. So like,
You gotta buy like the thick. I can't have my nip showing.
yeah, you gotta buy a nice thick one. You gotta get like Uniqlo, or you gotta like maybe Zara. You know,
Zara they be having.
Zara has
Zara's
nice
just,
white shirts.
just
They have a
the
nice
fits.
cut. The shirts are cut very nicely.
Yeah. Zara has a lot of the front is shorter than the back sort of thing sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
that
them
depends
Europeans,
on,
man.
That depends
It's
on the
damn
cut of the
Europeans.
shirt. So like they have sometimes they'll have like 3 or 4 different shirts, and it's basically the same shirt. It's just cut a little bit differently.
Yeah, and they're selling them all for $55.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why I go to Uniqlo. Uniqlo is cheap. It's like $20 a shirt.
You guys remember that store, American Apparel?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, American Apparel is expensive, but they
Bro.
had really high quality stuff.
They
no,
did.
but like when you think back on it, it was all just super thin stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was very
was.
thin.
It was like good quality, but like they did
It's meant-
one layer.
It was meant for
That
like
was it.
it's meant for gay guys and women,
Yeah.
like fit
Yeah.
fit gay guys who can put on the shirt and it hugs their abs and it fits them perfectly. You know what
Imagine the guy is like, this is what I want every American to dress like. Gay men and women.
I mean? Gay men
This
and women.
is it.
This is it.
They've got it's the peak.
Yeah,
Nah,
I remember
bro.
when I went to one of their stores in LA because they have one right on the Hollywood Strip, and I walked in and literally right outside the store was like a giant like rainbow banner.
That's tight.
Yeah, they're
Damn.
pretty like supportive of the gay.
If you
community.
ever touch an
went under.
H&M shirt, bro, it might turn to dust.
H&M
it's
has
so
Bro,
thin.
Yeah,
one
the-
wash and it's gone.
It's gone.
yeah,
That's it.
their quality is shit. Their shit gets faded so quickly. They
I
have
was-
nice shit at a cheap price though. I'll say that.
That is true.
They do. But yeah, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna be comfortable wearing it.
I will say I've had a hat that I got from H&M for at least 10 years, and I still wear it to this
Dude,
day.
speaking of fast fashion, did you guys hear that Shein? Everybody knows what fucking Shein is
Shein.
worth $100 billion. That's just as much as SpaceX.
It's because their model, bro. Their model is
It's
fantastic.
perfect. They fucking so if
Super-
anybody doesn't
super
know,
duper cheap.
with Shein, what they do is they monitor. Like they have a lot of their like employees and supply people monitoring social media and like looking at different trends on there as well as like trends on the runway. And as soon as they see something like pop up that's popular on social media, their supply chain's so dialed in that they can produce the shit at the drop of a hat. So like they can
It's like
produce
make,
it within
a
like
cheaper version of it.
exactly like in a week they can just do a super cheap version of it and like boom it's out and they're selling it and it's already like on their top sellers. And the way they promote it is like they put it at the top of their like most relevant clothing.
Yeah.
And people start buying it and people start making videos and then it's just like a circle and it keeps going and they're
And they do the fake discount thing,
yeah.
where it's like, it's discounted, but we was going to sell it for that.
But their
anyway.
cheapest
Yeah.
their clothes are already cheap, like ridiculously
Yeah, it's
cheap.
like $15.
Yeah, dude, sometimes you'll find shit for like $4, $7. I'm
and it's
serious.
funny because that's probably the type of shit that like the people buying it won't even wear.
Oh yeah,
They'll wear
Probably
one
it
time and that's it.
Yeah.
people get tired of it, and that's
yeah, and then it's like keeps piling up and
That's-
piling up.
that's
Before you know it, you got $300 worth of Sheen
That's
shit.
a great segue. That's a great segue because it's an even bigger problem. Because I started reading about Shein, and then from there I started reading an article. It was on Reddit about there's this giant clothes pit in
In the
Chile.
Holy?
I think it's in
Yes, bro.
Chile. It's in the desert, and it's just like mountains and
Of
mountains of
clothes.
clothes from like Shein and all these other retailers.
Fucking H&M.
With just like like what you just said on when people don't want shit or like they just get rid of it, and also like the companies themselves, like let's say if they can't sell shit anymore, if it's just out of season, and they literally just they put it on sale and they can't get rid of it,
Yep.
they just throw it out there. They just
Dump
dump
it
it.
in Chile. Of course.
Where else would it be?
It's funny. It's funny because in the pictures, like in the article, you can see like Chilean people like looking through the shit.
I don't blame
would.
them.
This brand new clothes.
It's free fucking clothes.
Hey man, no one ever pays for clothes in Chile. Go to Chile, go look through the fucking pants.
The whole country flies hell.
No, but I've heard there's pollution in the ocean too, or something like that.
I don't
like,
doubt it because of
having
all
to
the
do with clothes.
because of all the dye.
Yeah,
dyes.
And,
Yeah.
and,
The
and,
dyes.
it doesn't break down. It doesn't
Yeah.
really. It doesn't really decompose or whatever.
And especially with like a company like Shein, bro, there's no way they're using the environmentally responsible shit. They're probably
Fuck
using
no.
the cheapest dyes that fucking give you cancer and shit. Like
Yep.
if you wear the shirt for too long, like I don't doubt that at all.
I remember I bought like 3 shirts from them one time, and it was like $30, the whole thing. And I wore it like one time. I was like, this shit feel cheap as hell.
The quality is cheap. It looks kind of nice, but
In
if
the
you,
pictures, they look fantastic. And then you get it,
Exactly.
and it's like you're wearing a poster.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's the weirdest
exactly.
material. It's like a tapestry.
I got it on sandpaper right now.
To
yeah.
be honest, bro.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate an uncomfortable shirt. You
Oh
know what I
my
mean?
God, it's
the
and
worst.
like, there's nothing worse than like getting duped into like this is a cool picture, like there's a cool looking
Oh,
shirt.
and then you buy it, and it gets there, and it's
You're
just
like,
terrible.
I want to like it so bad, but it sucks.
I know, man.
It sucks. I've got to be
I hate,
honest with
I
myself.
hate when it just doesn't fit right either. Like it just
Yeah.
fits like sometimes it'll make it look like boxy or just does it just doesn't fit the way you thought it would in your head. Because you see the
Yeah.
model and you're like, yeah, it's gonna fit like this fucking dude. And then you get the shit and then you're like, oh man, I fucking like I don't look like this.
I don't want to look like
like a
this.
fucking idiot.
Right? Yeah, there's nothing worse than like buying clothes online that you really wanted. And then you
Yeah.
get it, and it doesn't fucking fit. And you roll the dice, and you're like, "Fuck!" I'm just trying to read the description. It says "relax fit," and just like
It's not relaxed at all.
it's not relaxed at all.
It's
And
rather
now
aggressive.
The shirt is gone. I go back, and the shirt is no longer there. I lost out, and I got to return this shirt and just.
I'm not gonna lie. I like when websites like have the model, like their measurements and shit, so I can be like, okay, that's not for me.
Bro, they have it, and I never use it. I
Really?
never take a tape measure to my body. And
No, they say like they're
figure
like
it
6
out.
foot tall. And
Yeah,
like
it'll
200
it'll list the
pounds.
model's like weight
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, the
height.
height and weight.
But that
That's
doesn't do it for me
insensitive.
sometimes.
Huh?
That's insensitive.
Oh
I'm just kidding. Who gives
Bro,
a
those
shit?
models be wearing like mediums, and they're like, and I'm like, bro, I wear a medium, so I can't really tell what this is like. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
can't
mean?
tell at
Did you
all.
guys hear that?
It's a skinny, tall dude.
I forgot. Is it Victoria's Secret or is it Hustler? There's a Down syndrome model. I think it's Victoria's Secret. It's not Hustler.
Those are two totally different.
It's Victoria's Secret.
Nude.
Yeah, the nude.
One's a nude magazine and one
And the
sells
hustler's
lingerie.
is like graphic, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
just
It's a porn.
just
It's
spreading
porn.
spreading
Yeah.
it open. It's a fucking.
That's crazy though. They have a Down syndrome model now. Where the world is coming, right?
Good for them,
Yeah,
man.
good for them.
Speaking of porn, I recently was cursed, and I saw a very bad picture. I saw a picture of a man giving himself head,
Oh my god.
and the man was Ron Jeremy.
Whoa.
That's 7 years bad luck right there, Gio.
It was bad,
Got a
bro.
mullet and shit.
I had to wash my phone afterwards.
I watched my
Oh.
phone in my
Dude,
eyes.
that guy just seems perpetually disgusting.
yeah,
He looks
is.
gross now.
Like
looks
I feel
gross.
like he could take a million showers and he'd still look just gross. And like sometimes I think about all the girls that fucked him. I'm just like, I can't believe these women did that. Like that's just disgusting, man.
That's a big thing in porn, though. It's like now, you know, when I watch porn, I like to feel connected. I like to know that they like each other and shit. But back then, it's like they were fucking everybody.
That's
like it was
true.
butt ugly dudes and beautiful women.
Yeah.
That's why like the amateur category is so big now because people like what you just said, like the intimate, like you like seeing like this dude with his girlfriend, like guy with like a stripper, but it's not really a stripper, it's his girrhogirlfriend. shit like that.
We're just gonna say it is.
There's so much shit like that. Like guy picks up hooker off the street, really it's like his girlfriend or some shit.
No, I was watching. Who was it? I think it was Lisa Ann talk about like Bang Bus, and she said it was sort of real.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
they would,
I think
like-
those were
They would
somewhat real.
apply on like Craigslist, and just like
What?
then they would drop them all over Miami and just pick them up.
So they would say, "Hey, we're gonna be in this area or something." Like
They would say,
walk
"Do you
around-
wanna-
walk
do you wanna
around
be-
me, bro?"
Get your shit hard on camera, and you can get $10 out of it.
We're gonna be on this street today, so if you want to maybe get selected,
That's so
Go for a
strange. though.
walk.
I remember there was this famous YouTuber named Vitaly.
Vitaly, yeah.
He used to do like pranks and all this kind of social experiments type shit. He was really big on YouTube. I think he might still be, but he doesn't. I don't know if he posts anymore. But he was in the 2000s and like 2010 eras, he was very big.
Yeah.
Anyways, he was in the bang bus and he was with a buddy, and he could not get hard.
I don't blame him, bro. That's a lot of pressure.
And
That is
then
a lot
like
of pressure.
the girl started flaming him, and then
Damn.
and then they were just like, look at your buddy, like your buddy's doing great, and then like his buddy was just fucking the chicks, and he's just sitting there like jerking off his soft dick.
Is that
Sad.
something to be Is that something to be too embarrassed about though?
Nah,
I mean,
bro.
hey, dude, you're
And it's a
on a
girl,
fucking
you know,
camera.
Bro, the
It's
girl
strange.
has the easy job. She just takes her titties out, and then that's it.
And once
I
you
gotta
start
get my
getting
dick
flamed,
hard.
there's no chance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's no chance. That's it. You
The
might
girl
as
is
well tell them to
around.
pull over and let
The
me
girl
out.
is around mad penises.
Yeah.
There's no way to feel embarrassed at all. But as a guy, I gotta get hard in front of this dude holding the camera at me,
And another dude driving,
and another dude driving.
and your buddy right next
Hopefully,
to you.
nobody can look inside the van and see me. Like, fuck
Everyone's
that.
laughing.
Yeah. People on the sidewalk like, ha.
That's funny. That's
Strange,
funny
man.
because like who he is. Because he does like really ridiculous like you know,
Yeah.
public stunts that
Oh, yeah.
you gotta have. Like,
And he
no
couldn't
shame
get
to do.
hard.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he went to jail because he did like a fake bomb threat or like
He ran
I
on the
think he
field.
streaked or something like that.
He ran on the field at a World Cup game, I think.
And I think he did like a bomb threat thing that like went wrong where like he threw like he was doing it like a bunch.
Yeah.
But I guess he did it to the wrong. I think he did it to a cop. I swear to God.
He's not a good
That's
guy.
what it was. And he threw like a briefcase at him, like pretending that it was a bomb.
It's like one of those obnoxious type pranks. Like,
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
fuck around with bombs, bro.
yeah.
Especially after like some shit like the Boston bombing and 9/11 and all that. Like, you don't. I feel like that's not like collectively as a culture we can leave that shit behind. Like, no more fucking with bomb jokes.
No more fucking with bomb jokes. 'Cause you never know, man. You fucking give someone a heart attack or like.
Absolutely,
real?
dude.
That's not a fun joke. Someone throw a bomb at me and I just take off running and be like, I'm just playing, bro.
Bro, for a split second,
you
I
know
thought I was
what's
going to die.
He would take off too. So I don't think he would ever
Tell him no.
handle the repercussions of it unless they chased him or something.
You know what would be a funny social media video? Is seeing a guy go through an airport and scream bomb.
Oh, hell no.
Oh my god, dude! If you really just had no shame, just like
Bomb!
active shooters. Oh my god! Just like,
Everybody's just gonna be staring at you.
yeah, bro. And, like,
Oh
it's
my
super
God.
What
crowded
can they really do?
at the rodeo?
They're just gonna fucking. They might give you a ticket, but they can't throw you in jail. Can
No, they can. They can ban you for that shit.
What could
Oh,
they,
that's
what could they
true.
call
Yeah.
that? Disturbing the public? Disturbing the peace?
I forgot what it was, but they have
'Cause people
things
could
like
hurt each other.
Bro, they have things
running
like
away.
if you look at somebody wrong in the airport, like they can like pull you aside.
Buddy, come here. Let me
Yeah,
search your
bro, that
ass.
shit's for real.
Let me search your damn ass. You looking at me like
Man,
that?
I-
Make sure you don't have nothing up here.
Dude, I'm torn on
You wanna look at me?
airports.
Come here.
I'm torn on airports because I like them. Because whenever I'm there, I'm like, okay, I'm going somewhere. This is a nice feeling. Like being
Yeah.
at the airport, I know I have a trip coming up. But I also don't like it because it's such a like stuffy atmosphere. Like you're uncomfortable. You have to fucking do the security check.
Yeah.
And like it takes a long. Sometimes it takes a long ass time to get through the shit.
Yeah.
Like I wish it was just like, make it like the days before 9/11. Even though I don't even know what it was.
Let's
like.
go back to
on.
those days. That's when they would like people could just walk up to the gate.
You just walk in there, bro.
A
Yeah.
small percentage of them get taken over, whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's like if you notice, like in movies and shit, they don't do the scenes anymore when people chase people through the airport.
Because they can't do
It's
it.
done.
Can't do it.
Can't
Well,
do that
they'll
shit.
take you down real quick.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Well, you don't have a fucking ticket. Get your ass back there.
I'm a CIA agent. Just I don't know, man. They're both just running around pretty fast. Told them to stop.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's wild over there, dude. And like I haven't flown in a while, but I just remember the lines. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
It just feels like it could go way faster. You know?
I'm fine with it because I know they're doing their best. They're doing the best they can to make sure I have a safe flight
I wonder
and
if
have
we
a good
wouldn't
time
have
flying
done
on the airplane.
that. No, I feel safe.
I feel nice and safe wearing my mask and having to wear my mask between sips and bites.
Yeah, that's a fuckery.
I wonder like what would have happened if those precautions weren't put in place. Like, would there have been a way fuck ton more of like
Yeah, that would have been
terrorist
something
incidents?
more.
Something
you
would have
think, or,
happened.
like,
I
what?
think I think like with that whole situation in 2001, like shit was boiling up. Something was going to happen. Like shit was too good for too long. Like the 90s,
Yeah.
like when Bill Clinton was president, like the economy was doing good. Like shit was doing okay.
And
right?
people were doing shit then. Like people were bombing shit then. Like so
Yeah.
it was just gonna keep ramping up.
yeah,
Yeah,
until
if
something
we
big
didn't do
happened.
something
Yeah.
about it, then people
Because that was the second
all
time they
right.
blew up
They attacked the World
Trade
Trade Center. Yeah.
that
So,
was
like,
That was the second time?
Yeah, I think so. They tried to do it in the 90s. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
somebody set a bomb off in like the garage, I think.
What the fuck?
I don't,
that's
I don't know.
what
I don't know if it was successful though.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I don't even think it killed anybody.
It wasn't that successful.
9/11 was a
Wasn't-
fucking. That was no joke. That's some crazy shit,
Yeah,
man.
they pulled that one off pretty good.
People. I mean, I'm pretty
It depends
sure.
on who you say they are.
It was very effective.
I mean, I think it was terrorists. There could have
I
been.
have no-
all right,
I've
so I'm
never
gonna say
really
this.
looked into it
I'm gonna
all.
say this. I think it was terrorists, but I think there was foul play. As in,
Yeah.
like,
I think they
who-
had some assistance.
Exactly, like who, like motivated and who showed those terrorists
How to do it.
and like that's a very. It's not easy to hijack a fucking plane, let alone they did 2, right? 2 planes.
They did
So
2
you
planes.
think we were an accomplice?
I think
They
in
did
some
3,
way,
didn't they? Because they
I
did the
think
Pentagon
no, they did
too.
3. They did 3.
They did the
3
Pentagon
planes.
too.
That's a very coordinated. Like
I
think
think
about
they did 4.
And they hit the fucking Pentagon.
They hit the Pentagon. I think they were.
Oh, you're right. I think they hit one other thing, but
They
like
tried to hit the White House. I think.
Okay, no,
got a lot of planes.
Well,
that
we're
day.
spreading fake news now.
Okay.
But for sure, they hit the towers.
It was George Bush flying the plane.
They really Ocean's 11 that, dude. They really Ocean's 11 that shit. They got it pretty good, dude. We got all 4 of them, and we hit exactly what we wanted to hit.
First thing you want to do is get on the plane and pretend to be a little waitress.
They got like a terrorist in like the drink cart.
Hello, ladies. Bro,
He's just like,
did you guys ever see the video of George Bush being told about 9/11?
And he kept reading the book.
He's like reading to a group of 5th graders, and then like somebody comes in and just like they whisper to him like, "Mr. President, they bombed the Twin Towers and 2,000 people we think are dead."
Okay.
And he's like, "Okay," and then he keeps reading to these kids.
And the turtle swam.
the turtles.
And the turtle swam.
Think about while he's reading that in his head, he's probably like, "Holy shit! I didn't think this was gonna fucking happen. I
No,
don't
he's
know
like-
what to do."
When
He's like,
walk
thank
out of
God
this
they did the
room,
right thing.
I'm gonna have a lot of shit to deal with when I
Okay.
get out of here.
So back on to why I think
Wait, I'm not gonna lie. This is the same like argument or the same discussion as when like you were working at the gas station and somebody just ran in and trashed the whole gas station. It's the exact same thing.
Now you got to get out of the back area. And be like, what's going on? What's really going on out here? How am I gonna figure this out? Well, they're gone already. So what am I gonna do now?
okay. So this is why 9/11 was sort of an inside job.
Okay.
Like we said, let's assume. All right. At the very least, I know it was 2 planes.
It was for sure 3.
All right. Gio's saying for sure
was for
3.
sure
I
3.
believe him.
It was hit the towers twice, and then the Pentagon.
And then the
at least
Pentagon,
one.
Okay,
yeah.
3 planes. That's a very coordinated attack.
Very.
Like someone, an air marshal, someone would have noticed something, bro. There's no way it wasn't somehow influenced. Like there had to be some influence by the U.S., whether it's the CIA or some other organization that we
Yeah.
operate through, some sort of intelligence agency that knew this was going to happen, or that like maybe caused it in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not feasible to me that these terrorists can be that sophisticated to plan something like that.
I don't know. I mean,
3 planes.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, but
And
then,
they were flying the planes.
what do you think? Like someone saw it and was just like too scared to like do
And
anything,
how did
or
they-
maybe they were just like so oblivious.
Well, they had guns.
Maybe.
And how did
Maybe
they
that
know?
really was ass. Maybe security was
Maybe.
just that bad.
But did they have like the you know what they're called, like the black boxes, like the comms box from those planes, or they just, I assume they're completely destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm wondering that, like, did they have communications
They
from
did
the plane?
because
Like,
there were people on the plane calling like their family.
yeah, so you would think like someone would say, okay, what's this plane entering our airspace? Like, what's happening? You know, like.
But what are you
can
gonna do? It's
I
flying
guess you
over New
can't.
York.
You can't really
Yeah,
do shit
I don't
to
think we
stop
had
that.
this.
You can't shoot a
deal
plane
with that.
down in the middle of New York.
There's people in that bitch. What do you mean shoot it down?
Damn. Bro, if I was, you know how Mark Wahlberg was like, man, if I was on that plane.
What
like,
the
if
fuck outta here?
Did he say that?
said, I swear to God, he said that.
He's
He was
a
like-
piece of shit.
He like retracted it and like apologized and shit.
He's
but he
fucking
basically
racist
said, like,
anyways.
If he is racist, beat up some Asian folks back in the
Yeah,
day.
fuck 'em.
But he was like,
What did he say?
he was like, if I was on that plane, it might have gone differently that day.
Oh, what a fucking dude.
What the fuck are you gonna
no,
do?
he said it would have gone differently that day. Not might have. Like something would have happened.
Bro,
Mark
just be-
Wahlberg would have handled it.
Just
bro.
because you hold guns in a movie, it's not the same thing as a terrorist. As a
Yeah.
kid who's never touched a woman, is promised 70-something virgins.
Yeah.
Fucking his whole life, he's just known like other people coming like stealing shit from his village and fucking like stealing shit from him and beating him up and shit.
Imagine he
Bro.
really did take him down.
Imagine
Bro.
thinking that you can take on 3 guys with guns.
No, but okay. At the end
That's
of
just
the
a
day,
man.
though, like
Ridiculous.
honestly, if I was on that plane, I would. Why did everyone try to rush him?
I think they
They
did.
can't
They
take
have
everyone on.
guns.
I think
no,
they
I
had-
think they
they-
did though.
Let
They
some
had
folks
guns,
die.
bro.
Bro,
Do you want to be one of the ones who dies?
If we all rush them like World War Z, I swear to God. I
All
do.
right, Omar, you're
But what do we gotta
you're
do? A
first in
quick group
line.
chat.
You're first in line to
Everyone
rush.
text each other. All right,
Bro, it's a
At
plane.
exactly
You know how
7
you know how narrow the planes
Yeah.
are.
That's
Like
true.
you're gonna
It's
run
just y'all
in their
get
eye.
gunned down in the line. Bow, bow.
They're just waiting for people to get because you got to scoot out and they just take it down. Just right.
What are
It's
you
like
gonna
zombies,
do?
bro. It's like Call of Duty. They just that's right. Yeah,
There's
never
nothing you can
mind.
do. There's
There's
That
nothing you
makes
can
sense.
do.
Why don't we all just gang up on them?
Because I was like World War Z, like everyone run at them, but that's not possible. There's
can't.
only 2 hallways.
Yeah,
People
there's
are gonna
only
run
a-
over the chair.
You can't really run over that chair.
You can't do it at all,
Even if you
bro.
really tried, you couldn't get over that chair easily.
Nah, it was raps. It was done. There was nothing they could do.
Yeah,
It was kind of fucked.
What
Oh
a
my
crazy thing that
gosh.
happened, because I don't think we've had something like that happen here ever.
Thank God.
Like besides like the shit that happened with like the World Trade Center, but besides that, we've had We've had our own people bombing our shit, like that kid who bombed Oklahoma City, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He bombed the federal, I think it's the FBI building in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
We've had shit like that happen, but we haven't had foreign like powers like come and like attack us or wage an actual war here in years. I mean, maybe knock on wood. Knock on fucking wood. I mean, I guess Pearl Harbor, but they didn't really wage war. They kind of just came in and sacrificed themselves.
It's Hawaii. It's not really ours, anyways.
That's true. I wonder why. I mean, maybe because.
And that was during the middle of a war.
World War II.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a war that fucking was! Jesus Christ, dude. The fucking Japanese people, the kamikaze pilots, were legitimately. They would get on that plane knowing they were going to die.
They would fly into hospitals.
High as hell.
Yeah.
On those planes. I forgot what it was. It was something along the lines of like opiates or something. Yeah.
Oh, it was opiates?
Some shit like that. Like some hard it was like compared to like some hard drug. One of those hard drugs.
Yeah,
I don't know which one.
Kind of hard.
Yeah.
They give you the good coke and you just fly into the ground.
Bro, just going straight. That's got to be garbage.
What is going through your mind?
Yeah.
Imagine you're a kamikaze pilot and like the emperor tells you this is what you need to do and you do it, you crash and you don't die.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I feel like they would kill themselves. I feel like they have that much like honor, like, and they're like that much respect for it that they'd be like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if I talked about this in the podcast before, but there was this guy. He was this soldier in the Japanese army, like a decently high-ranking soldier, very capable dude.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets sent to like I think it's the Philippines or like some other island in Southeast Asia to like get shit together for Japan, like to start claiming colonies because that's what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? So he does that. He has like a squad with him. Eventually, like people find out the war is over and they go back, but he doesn't believe them. Mm-hmm. And his men are telling him like, "Sir, the war is over." And he's like, "You're fucking lying. The war isn't over. I'm gonna fight here. I'm gonna stay here." And he lives in the jungle for years. What? Like, I think almost 10 years. He's living in the jungle, legitimately lives in the jungle. Huh?
With his crew or by himself?
There's like nobody. It's just him and like maybe some locals.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And like
this guy's out of control,
dude. People come and try and tell him, and like what they ended up doing was they would drop flyers, like they'd have a plane, and they would just drop a bunch of flyers and like newspapers, and like just in that forest where he was for him to see, and he still didn't believe it. Like, eventually, I think it was like a personal letter written by the emperor himself was printed, and it was like copied and dropped in the same forest.
Yeah, and
he didn't believe that either. Like basically, telling the guy to come home, like the shit's over, we lost. And the guy, he has so much like because he comes from old school Japan, and there's such a collectivist culture, like they act as one. Like
a hive.
Yeah, one hive. The way he sees it is like we're one thing. And like he just can't believe they lost. He thinks it's a lie. He thinks it's propaganda. He's not gonna believe it. He's that dialed in. Eventually, they send some motherfuckers. He fucking attacks them, and then they send some more motherfuckers who eventually convince him. I think it's like a family member that they have to send. Who convinces him?
A family member to go talk to him.
Who convinces him like, dude, we lost. Like the war's over, and he goes back to Japan. At this point, it's like the 60s. I think.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's like early 60s, late 50s. No, early 60s, I think. He's back in Japan, and he falls deeply depressed because of the fact that, like, Japan is not what it used to be, and he feels like it's too, like, liberal now, and, like, people aren't as collectivist, which is crazy because nowadays we still consider Japan one of the most collectivist type cultures.
Yeah.
But to him, like, where they're at now,
it's not where he thinks
if he was alive now, he would spit on it. He'd be like, "You guys are too liberal. Or you guys are like doing too much shit. Like you're too individual. Like you're not a collectivist culture."
Yeah.
And apparently, he lived the rest of his. He moved out of Japan. He lived the rest of his days in like Brazil.
Damn.
Good for him.
Yeah.
This guy just lost all hope and everything.
I mean, he kind of lucked up though. He picked a good place to move because fuck that.
To Brazil, a Japanese guy moves to Brazil.
That's kind of stiff.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of cool.
But what kind of mindset must you have to be that like hard-headed to not believe that you lost the war?
Them men are brainwashed.
Yeah, super duper brainwashed, man.
Brainwashed, man.
To like to that extent. I mean, you're in the woods that long and you haven't killed anybody. What are you doing anymore? You got to go home. You're not even fighting this war.
Apparently, he killed a few people. Oh my God. he killed like a few locals. Like he would do like
wait, where was he?
He was like, I don't know if he was in the Philippines, some Southeast Asian island. He would do like guerrilla missions.
What the fuck
like
is
in the middle,
with this guy?
Like in the middle of the night,
So
he'd
he
go
was
and,
fighting that war, like fighting that fake war the whole
Yes.
time. He wasn't just like living in the woods, like nah.
Yeah.
What's
He would
wrong
like
with
go
this
and like
guy?
he'd attack villages and shit and like steal shit from them.
Maybe he just liked it. Maybe he was just
recon.
a fucking weirdo. He was
Yeah,
like, yo,
man.
I'm never leaving this island. I can kill as many people as I want.
It's an excuse, to do whatever the fuck I want. just go kill people. Nah, it's war. Trust me. It's still going on. They told me no, but it's still going on.
So strange, man.
You got to be really brainwashed for that to for it to stick with you that way.
Think about all the years of your life wasted just in a fucking jungle.
But to him, it wasn't wasted. To him, it was just like,
He was
yo, this is
fighting
my
a war.
job.
I wonder how many other Japanese people felt that way, because they had such a strong, like, you know,
They had strong
like
culture.
patriotism. Yeah.
So when they lost, they had to take it on the chin, bro.
Yeah, and we just went in there and like helped them rebuild things and like helped them, and just kind of like mend things and,
But dude,
and
look at where
gave
they're-
them like our culture, but
But-
they like kind of forced it.
Look at where they're at now. I mean, like after like don't get me wrong, what was done to them World War II with the bomb and shit is very fucked up.
Yeah.
But like the growth that they had like in their economy and their country has been absolutely astronomical. Like they're the third
Yeah.
biggest economy I think in the world right now, if I'm not mistaken. Either
And they
them-
have a
yeah,
culture.
Yeah, it's them.
They have a culture that people actually want.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a
Not like
it's a-
Germany or
It's a
fucking
culture that people admire and
Yeah.
shit.
Germany. I don't know what is happening in Germany. I only
don't
know
know.
Lederhosen.
I don't want anything.
Imagine
German.
how embarrassing it must be to be German and like you just have like imagine like your grandparents are like Nazis and shit. That's so strange, bro. Or even if
Yeah.
they're not Nazis, you were still complacent and compliant when people
Yeah,
were
you were
being
cool with
rounded
it.
up.
Yeah.
But I mean,
What the
it's like I
fuck?
get it though. It's like, what are you gonna
I
say?
don't get it. If somebody
I
came,
get it.
if somebody came around and started rounding up Omar and his family and putting
No,
them into these fucking
that's not what
camps,
I'm saying.
I'd be like, I'd have to say something about it. I have to write like a I have to write the fucking Congress guy.
But
and
it's kind of
Hey,
no.
man.
I'm saying for the people that,
bro.
y'all have to stop this.
Hitler must have been one hell of a fucking speech giver.
No,
been
he
one
must have been a-
charismatic motherfucker.
I feel like some people were like, "Damn, this is crazy, right? Like, we shouldn't be doing this."
It's a lot of fun though, isn't it? It's like, dude, let's keep
Hey, yo,
doing
the
it.
march is kind of lit. I don't know.
Yeah, so I watched like it was like a mini documentary series on Netflix recently, and it was about kind of like World War II, and it was talking about like kind of what you were just mentioned about like Hitler, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't only that he was like charismatic. I think what the documentary explained really well was what happened in Germany, like how he was able to take power and what happened in Germany at that time.
Oh, they were like in a bad recession and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because World War One fucked
Yeah.
them. Like so, what happened when World War One ended, which
Oh yeah,
also
and
was
he,
their
like,
fault.
He like instilled like a bunch of like German pride,
A bunch of
in them and,
nationalism,
like,
basically.
yeah.
Like when World War One ended, all the other powers, like the U.S. and like the U.K. and everybody and France, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna put the bill on the Germans. The Germans are gonna pay back everything,
which they deserved.
which they deserve."
I fucking deserve.
But it destroyed the German economy, and like literally, people were like carrying around wheelbarrows full of cash to buy like a Hershey's bar or some shit, right? It was that bad. So then people are like depressed. They're working, they're not getting paid shit. The money isn't worth shit. So like Hitler starts going to bars, and he joins like this group of like nationalists. And then he starts speaking up, and people are like, "Oh, hey, this guy is like, he's saying shit we like. He's saying like, it's not our fault that we got into this war, and that the
Well,
Jews,
it is a little bit.
it's all the Jew, right?" And he's saying like it's the Jews' fault, and it's like it's New York's fault. Like they wanted this war to happen so they could profit off of it. He's basically saying that the military-industrial complex is what caused World War I to happen.
Yeah.
Which low-key is kind of true, but it's no
Probably.
reason to engage in fucking
Ethnic
world
cleansing,
ethnic
yeah.
cleansing, and
Another
world
war.
domination. You know what I mean?
we gotta kill them all, man. Well, fuck it, we gotta kill them all.
Yeah, like he took people's like rational like angers and fears, and
And
he
then
like
just heightened it.
Yeah, he heightened it and riled them up to the extreme extent, eventually to where like a lot of people were buying in.
All
to
because
this
the
shit.
Jewish girl probably turned him down when he was like 15.
Oh yeah, he failed
That's the
artist,
real
bro.
Oh,
problem.
because they didn't get accepted to art school. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
man.
Yeah.
He was a failed artist. If you ever see his artwork, it's not that good.
It's not that good. It's
It
German
had to
Shepherds
be.
a lot.
A lot of German shepherds.
Yeah.
A lot of German Shepherds.
I really like German Shepherds, that guy. I heard a myth that he had one testicle, but it could be wrong.
I heard
I
that
don't know.
too.
It could be wrong.
I think it's true.
I would believe it.
I would
What?
believe it.
That's probably the worst human being that's ever existed. I mean, maybe
Hitler?
maybe
Genghis Khan.
Maybe Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan probably. I think he killed more people.
He got a. There's a good list of. He's top 5. He's top 5.
To me, Hitler's probably just the worst because it's the most recent. Like, I have no perception of Genghis Khan because, like, that time to
Bro.
me just seems like a savage time.
Yeah,
like, Hitler,
exa-
like-
yeah.
But he was the most savage of the savage.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah,
a-
he was.
That's
an
why
animal.
he's the worst.
But it was very savage at that time.
I think they
Hitler
said he
did
killed
that-
like. I think he killed like.
He
more
killed
than,
and
like,
raped
50 million people or something like that.
and he raped.
I was gonna say like he like a big percentage of I think like Asia is can be traced back to Genghis Khan.
I think no, all Asian men around the world, not all Asian men, but a percentage of all Asian men around the world have a small
Piece of him.
percentage of Genghis Khan.
You know how
DNA.
many women
Wild.
you have to fuck to do that? To
All
where
of
a
them.
country can like trace all their lineage back to you.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of sex.
Yeah, that guy was out there. He
And
was putting in
good-
work.
It wasn't in a good way.
Putting in not good work.
Putting in not
Yeah,
good
man.
work.
Yeah, but
Just
Hitler
riding on
knew
their
better,
horses.
You know, Hitler was in a modern world doing some evil
Right?
shit.
Like we already had fucking like television and shit. We had radio. Like, why are you doing this shit?
And there was
What's wrong
another
with you?
guy. I was reading something on Twitter, and there was another guy that was putting up Hitler-esque numbers.
Putting up numbers? Who's putting up numbers?
Hitler-esque numbers.
I forgot who it was. I
Okay,
don't remember.
Ancient historical figure?
It was around the same time, I think. It was like a couple years before.
Asian?
I don't know if they were Asian. I think they
Was
were
some
like
French shit.
I think it was damn near French. I don't know. We don't gotta
Was
talk
some
about
shit
that.
going on in Africa or something?
I think it was in like the Netherlands or something.
Oh, never mind.
But I forgot.
Who knows?
Or it could have been. I think it was in Africa.
I'm thinking about some shit with like
Think
work,
about Coney-
like
think about
labor
Coney, huh?
and shit like that.
Think about Coney?
Thinking about
Fucking-
Coney.
But
The
not
child
like
army?
ethnic cleansing, like not like that. But like just killing a lot of people just due to like
Yeah, it was just a wild. It was
fucked
just a
up
wild
business,
dude, bro.
basically. Coney.
That's a crazy thought though. Fucking killing someone because of what they are, literally
Yeah.
nothing else,
Yeah.
just because they're this.
It's like
Yeah.
you know they can't change that.
I'm not
right?
even taking advantage of you. You know what I mean? Like I'm just killing you because I just don't like you. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
a fucking sick thing, man.
That's a sick thing to do.
It's crazy that the world went that way for a period. Like there
for
were
a
people,
long time.
Yeah, there was people like that. Like the Germans, they were like that for like years until the war fucking ended. Which
Like
is fucking
just
horrifying.
pissed off.
Yeah, because the war started in like the late 1930s and didn't end until 1945. So that's a
Yeah.
good 6 years of people just being super racist and hateful, and
Yeah,
like
bro.
basically enslaving people, modern slavery.
And then you lose, and now you got to be like, all right, well.
Can I say something crazy?
Sorry.
I think
Say
it's
it.
wild that people actually go to like the prisons. What is them shits called?
Concentration camps.
Yeah, I think it's actually crazy that people like
I don't
go
know.
there.
I don't know if I want to go. It seems very depressing.
I would never do that.
But
Yeah,
some
I don't
people
want
are
to,
interested
man.
in the history. I think the people who like to go are also Jewish people. So like they have family
Yeah.
history there, and like think about it, if their family members died there, they want to go pay tribute. So they go and like
I wouldn't do it at the physical place.
Yeah,
I
I'll
would
do
do.
it-
I would make another place that would be
Oh,
like,
man,
yo,
think-
this is symbolic.
think
Do it at
about-
my house, you know?
Yeah.
Just think about it. I'll think about
think
it.
about how sickening it must be that like those places. Bro.
Fam, I
Like,
would never.
I think they said more than 10 million people died in
That's
total.
crazy. Just walking in crowds of people, murking them all, bringing another crowd.
Bro, and you would get
Just
starved to
nonstop.
death. You would just work all day.
Yeah.
I'm good, bro.
And then they just take you in a fucking shower and literally boil you alive. That's insane, bro.
They would do all
Or
kinds of
gas you.
dude,
or
they were
whatever.
doing all kinds of sick shit to them. They were doing all these
Yeah.
medical experiments and shit,
You
all
gotta be
kinds of
an
Nazi
evil
shit.
motherfucker to work in one of those places, just doing that all day long. Like that's your job.
Absolutely. And the crazy thing is, there were a lot of those motherfuckers. So when the war ended, they had these things. I think it was called the Nuremberg trials, and they were trying to persecute these motherfuckers and prosecute same shit for
Yeah.
war crimes, right? For like the shit they did for like the doctors who were like dissecting babies and shit like that.
Yeah.
They're trying to find these motherfuckers because after the war ended, these guys spread all across the world.
Yeah, and they just hid.
They hid.
Undercover.
Apparently, a lot of them though went to South America.
Really?
There's a theory that some of them, like some of Hitler's like main like science guys, they took like some of Hitler's DNA and went down there and tried to figure out how to do a clone. I'm dead serious. That's a theory.
Like, how great do you think the guy is?
Yeah, why? Why?
Like, is he really worth bringing back?
Hitler. Hitler is the one who's gonna take us.
Imagine
there.
being the guy on the plane with just Hitler's nut.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, yo, we got to find a woman to put this
like
in.
Jurassic Park, bro.
Carrying Hitler's nut in a little
Yeah.
satchel.
Like they thought I didn't.
It's drying. It's drying.
They thought I didn't leave with anything, but I got out with the fucking. I got out with a piece of the fossil. I got out with a piece of Hitler's ball sack. We're gonna figure this out.
I got the goods.
Damn, man, that's some wild shit. Dude.
Oh my
Nah, man.
god.
The thought that like, man, it's crazy. I wonder what kind of advancements and like. What
It was
kind
a
of
lot.
Shit, yeah.
It was a lot of advancements. in
Imagine if they
science
would have
and
done
shit.
it. Imagine if they would have made a little army of Hitlers.
Oh, my
my
god.
God.
Buff, tall Hitlers.
They're gonna be South American too.
South American.
South American Germans.
Beautiful green eyes.
Hitler. Just fucking beautiful. Just tan, a bunch of tan Hitlers.
Speaking Portuguese.
Yeah, just curly haired Hitlers.
Imagine a
Full mustaches.
speaking Portuguese being a Nazi.
Being a damn
That's
Nazi.
insane.
That would be
Bro,
crazy.
Nazis have no business in South America, bro.
Dude, Nazis have no business
Anywhere.
existing.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, I don't know why they're still like a neo-Nazi.
But then
Why
you make
is
them
that a
good
thing?
looking?
that's
I
crazy.
don't know. If they're good looking Nazis, we might have to listen to them. I'm just playing.
Hitler was ugly, so I don't know how he
Yeah,
did
Hitler
it.
was kind of ugly. I don't
Now,
know how he
Hitler
got
was
him.
a stud up there. You know what I mean?
Germany as a country,
I might
a
listen
pretty
to him.
ugly country.
I might listen to him. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's no attractive people from Germany, is there?
No, there
I
are.
don't
There's
know.
a few.
I'm sure there are, but
I don't
have
even
no
know what
idea.
Germany is like. That's how
All I
like
know is they-
suppressed Germany is now.
They-
Nobody cares about
They
them.
drink a lot of beer. They eat a lot of sausage.
Yeah,
They have Oktoberfest.
Schlotsky. I don't know, dude.
Schlotsky.
What do they do over there?
I know it's cold.
Oktoberfest. I've seen some crazy videos of Oktoberfest.
Oh yeah, it
Just
looks
people
terrifying.
like just throwing up all over the table and
They're
nobody's
just
like,
drinking
even
all
looking.
day in Lederhosen.
in Lederhosen, man.
It's kind of lit though.
That is
kind
kind of cool. I fuck with that. Like, or like, you know, in like parts of Europe where everyone just leaves work for 2 hours and they just walk around. And
That's what they do, bro.
that must be nice.
I feel like in America we don't have enough of a drinking culture.
We really need to squeeze the work week into 4 days.
I don't know. I
man.
think we have a. That's,
really do.
We
That's
need to compress it.
I like that idea, Omar, and
know,
I think that'll eventually catch on. The problem is it's going to be a slow adoption thing. Like you need enough companies to do it so that they're not missing out on business from the companies that aren't doing it.
Yeah.
So eventually, when more start doing it, then maybe it'll become like a federal thing in the U.S. to where you have to have like a 4-day work week. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know if they can ever do that
They
legally,
can't do that.
but I think it needs to be like a cultural thing, like a cultural standard.
It's probably it'd probably be like a huge change. Companies don't want to do that probably.
Yeah, man, change
You know
is
what I mean?
scary, and like
We have to figure all this out and pack it all so that we can't do anything on Friday.
And
or
then y'all want to
Monday or
get paid the
something.
same? Y'all
Oh
still
my
want to
God.
make the same amount of
You're
money?
goddamn right. I want to make the same.
That's
amount of
fucking
money.
crazy.
Imagine like, all right, so Henry Ford invented like the modern 40-hour work week, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
not mistaken, right? It's like you get 8 hours play, 8 hours sleep, 8
He's
hours
spinning
work.
his grave right now.
Disgusting, dude.
So he invented that, and people were like saying he's a revolutionary for that. So that makes me think, before that, bro, were people just working 7 days a week?
They're working 7 days a week all day, bro.
Fucking no child labor laws. You have
Nope.
a fucking 10-year-old at the factory.
It didn't matter. Put the tire on
all
right
day.
now.
They're feeding him little pieces of bread for lunch.
Fucking
That was it.
You just go around
Throwing bread at him.
like they're pigeons. and
working in coal mines are perfect because they fit in between all the cracks. You know what I mean?
They got them little kid hands.
Send the kid down there.
Someone grab his ankle. We dropped him. We dropped him down there. He's gone.
Get another kid.
Think about the
Another
little kid comes up, his fucking face is all black and full of coal, fucking coughs up a bunch of fucking dust.
Imagine the kid coming back home from work
Oh my
after a long day.
Oh,
Just
hell,
a
okay.
stressed out little 11-year-old kid.
I need a juice box.
That's what I'm gonna tell my kids if they ever misbehave. I'm be like, 100 years ago, kids your age would not be playing Roblox. They would have been fucking mining
Would've been
coal.
at work.
Go. I'd fucking take him to the back and make him chop trees down or something.
Yeah, man.
Go dig some holes, man.
But-
and then fill them back up. Just get you doing work, buddy.
Yeah, that brings me back to the 4-hour work week. I think I found
Oh,
like
shit.
from what I read about it too, like all these studies that people have done with some companies, because some companies have implemented it. Almost every time they do it, productivity goes up.
Yeah, because
'Cause
people
people work
happy,
harder.
Morale is up.
Exactly.
You know, why wouldn't as long as like it works like business wise, like to the point where like just whatever kind of business you are, you can make what you need to have, make what you need to make happen in those 4 days. I would imagine like it would not do anything harmful to
wouldn't.
employees.
I think the
Like,
issue
it
with
could
a lot
only
of
do good.
the issue with like maybe capitalism is that people think that if you put more opportunities for someone to work in, they think you'll work harder. But that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Like people work from home now and they're fucking happy and
Yeah.
they do more work.
Absolutely, man.
It's
It's crazy
wild.
because before COVID, working from home was like inconceivable. It was like
Yeah.
a special privilege.
It was like, why would I do that?
Yeah, it was only the company that I was at. It was a special privilege that was only given to like a few people. Like you couldn't do it when you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like it was only a few people, and even then they were only allowed to do it a few days a week. They weren't allowed to do it like every day.
You don't do that. We buy a big office that we pay a bunch of money for every month, and you sit your ass in that chair and you work.
And you
very
have to
true.
and you have to drive here, and you have to
drive
dress
here.
up, not like super fancy, but you have to dress decently.
You know what? All the 1,000 people that you pass on the highway, they're all doing the same thing.
They're doing the same shit. Everyone's mad. Everyone's just going to work.
Everyone's upset.
Everyone had to wake up and shower and put on clothes, so they like 8 hours not at work is really not 8 hours because I'm in my
Oh
car
my
for
God.
about like 2 of those.
Yeah.
And like doing like getting ready, going somewhere,
Yeah,
coming
man.
back.
Think
from
about
somewhere.
it. It's not 8 hours sleep, 8 hours play, 8 hours work. Because like you said, it's those 8 hours that you're not at work and not sleeping, right? You have to shit, you have to cook, you have to brush your teeth, you have to wash your hair, you have to find some time to exercise.
And you have to prepare to be like work you. Like
Yeah,
you're not
exactly.
being yourself at your job. You have to be like your work self and shit like that.
Yeah.
And all nice and shit. I hate
And then the weekend comes and you let loose and you're happy, and then Sunday
Then
comes and
Monday.
you get the blues. I get Sunday blues every Sunday, and that's saying that as someone who like I like my job, I like what I do, and I think it's interesting sometimes, most of the time, but I always get the Sunday blues.
It's because no one wants to work.
Yeah, no one really wants to work.
Like there are some people that do, but they're like at the top of their shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, either that or they have their own business. So like,
Yeah.
I understand why they'd want to be doing it all the time because they live and die by it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Bro, my old manager at my job, she just quit because she's opening up like her own bakery. And I was like, bro, that sounds amazing. You just work for yourself and you make cookies all day.
That's fucking fire.
That's great.
That's the only problem is if shit doesn't start selling.
Yeah,
Well, now we got a
Hey,
problem.
just file for bankruptcy, start again. At least maybe she has
Start right back up.
maybe she has a husband.
Get you a husband. That's what you
Go get your husband to fall back
help
on.
me out my cookie shop.
And now you have
Just
so many
kidding, ladies.
cookies. Now you have nothing but cookies to just eat by yourself.
Dude, if I just had a bunch
And then
of
she's
money,
gonna gain weight, and the husband's gonna leave her.
and now she's homeless.
Now you're
And now
bankrupt
she-
and
now she's
homeless.
homeless.
And now she's homeless.
Oh,
And you're divorced.
this story had a sad ending. Don't open up your own cookie shop.
She should have just kept her job.
It's not gonna work out. Now every cookie shop that opens up, bro, is successful.
They make money,
Notice.
bro. Especially in a fat ass state like this.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah, hell yeah.
Bakeries,
There's
donut
so many
shops,
like
all
just
that.
chocolate chip cookie places, like not
And they're
even,
all
like,
great.
not like super special. Like just we got the regulars, you know. We
Some
got oatmeal,
people-
we got chocolate chip, we got sugar.
We got sugar.
Yeah.
Just come in and get the damn
We'll
cookie.
take it to your house. I don't know. What do you want?
Getting cookies delivered to you is like the laziest shit.
Tips
That's
trees. It's
insane.
cool as shit though. Whenever
It
you
is.
do get it,
That's
delivered.
hilarious.
It is cool. It is cool, and they are.
You have
good.
my cookies? I have
But-
the cookies.
But
Speaking
the
of-
thought of someone driving and delivering cookies, and like it being an actual business, like they were able
That's
to like
wild.
make enough money.
Good for them,
We
right?
just got them. We just got them driving around in these smart cars, delivering these cookies.
Speaking of shit being delivered, I remember one time I was working at the same retail job that I mentioned to you guys earlier with one of my coworkers, and a lot of the guys who like the delivery drivers and shit and like the distribution center people, they'd go there sometimes to the shop to like put shit up or for like meetings. So they'd notice her. And for I think it was Valentine's Day if I'm not mistaken. I was working that day and she was working. One of the dudes ordered a pizza to the place and he ordered a pizza for her and it was a pizza from Papa John's in the shape of a heart.
Oh, that's tight.
Wow.
They do that. I forgot they do that.
She didn't fucking like him though. She didn't even want to touch
She
the pizza.
didn't fucking-
She asked me if I wanted it and I ate it. And when I ate it, I made sure to break the heart in half.
Eat it with both hands.
I ate a heart-shaped pizza all by
Damn.
myself.
From a man.
Some
From a
guy-
man, it's crazy. He bought that thinking it was gonna be for a girl and she was
Yeah.
gonna be enjoying it. Little did he know a fucking
Oh my God.
a fucking Arab dude is fucking
Like,
eating his
she's
pizza.
gonna love this, bro. She's gonna love this. This is all gonna work out.
Right? And think about in his head though, like they had to give you guys some context. Like him and this girl have had a few interactions before. She didn't have his number. Like
Yeah.
she'd never given him any indication that she was into him. He just like presumptuously ordered her pizza, and that's like when I saw like that made me think like from the outside point of view, like man, a lot of guys are just really stupid.
Bro,
Yeah.
and
Like-
being a girl is fucking scary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The manipulation powers and like you just get to see it and you're like, man, some of these dudes are dumb as fuck,
Yes,
bro.
bro.
Some of these girls are mean as that. She just gave you that pizza.
She didn't give a
She
fuck.
didn't even want the pizza.
She didn't give a fuck at all. But like, just the thought of someone doing that. I mean, you know,
Oh my! Imagine buying
like
pizza.
you
and
don't
they-
need to tell the dude, "Hey, I loved it." But like, I'd just be like, "Oh, that's nice." You know, She's
I would
like-
at least eat a
like,
slice.
Fuck this, take it. I don't
I would,
care.
eat, I would eat some of it.
I don't care about this pizza at all.
No, I was happy that I had it.
That's
Don't
no,
say
no,
that.
no. It was good for you.
It was
I don't
great.
blame, I don't blame
It
you
was
at
a
all.
great
The thought of
pizza.
a girl like receiving this gift and being like, "Ah, fuck this."
That's
And
crazy.
some guy somewhere was like, "This is a great idea."
In my opinion, I don't blame the girl. I think the guy's a dumbass for sending it.
Yeah, he
true,
is.
yeah.
No one asked you to send a fucking heart-shaped pizza.
We gave women this power because
Exactly.
we're sending them heart-shaped pizzas
If
that
you
they
guys-
don't want at work.
We need to take it back. We need you guys to stop sending girls heart-shaped
Yeah.
pizzas. Okay, that's
Quit
not.
buying
No,
these
no.
OnlyFans.
No, keep sending them so we can eat them.
So the guys like us can
So
eat the
guys
heart-shaped
like us
pizza.
can eat
Let's
'em.
eat the pizza.
Guys like us that are funny and cool, we will eat the pizzas.
Yeah. I make jokes while I eat your pizza. Yeah. You tore that shit in
Yeah,
half.
yeah, cuck boy, we eating your pizza.
Said his name was John, right?
Thanks for the pizza, asshole.
Just kidding.
Dick face.
Hey,
She sent the
man.
picture of you just eating the pizza.
Damn, that's some
That would be
cruel
some asshole
shit.
shit.
I mean,
That's
that would break some boy's heart.
Think about it. If
I'm never sending a heart-shaped pizza to anyone else ever again.
That's so funny, man.
Yo, man.
It's
Think about the heartbreak though. If you find out that like you sent her that pizza, and she
Another
didn't
man
even
is
touch
eating your
it,
pizza?
Another man's just eating it.
Didn't even touch the pizza.
That's scary.
Man, must be nice being a pretty girl though.
Yeah, man. I feel like you'd get so many things for free. People would treat you fucking great, but at the same time,
It's
got its
scary.
downsides.
you
for
can't really
sure.
trust people, and it's scary as shit
It's
because you
scary,
don't know
bro.
what dudes' motives are. You don't know what people on the streets' motives are. Everybody's looking at you. As a dude, like I lived when I moved out of my parents' house after college, I lived in this like it wasn't like a super ghetto apartment complex, but it was kind of seedy. But like when I walked around, I generally felt okay. But
Yeah.
whenever I would think about it, sometimes I'd be like, man, what if I was like a girl living alone in like this studio apartment, getting home late at night in this ghetto ass complex? Like
Man,
I'd
hell
feel
nah, dude.
fucking so unsafe.
Nothing is weirder than walking down a shady apartment at night and you're going somewhere, like walking down the sidewalk, and someone else is coming
Oh
towards you.
my god!
And y'all just like got that super long walk right in front of each other until you finally pass each other and go. Imagine being a woman in that situation.
That shit is horrifying.
Like to me, I'm like, this will probably be fine. You know what I mean? Maybe keep my guard up a little bit. But this will probably be fine. But to a woman,
you're clutching your bag. And
God,
shit.
I gotta get on the grass now. I cannot do this.
Now I've heard a lot of stories that like go bad with. They start with like a girl just looking at a guy like on accident,
Yeah.
like just making eye contact, and then now he's following you the whole fucking night. He's buying you drinks, and it's just
Guys
like,
like that give us a bad
That's
name,
the worst
bro.
thing. And the worst part is when those guys are like quote unquote nice, but they're
Yeah.
not like. Let's say if they're not assholes, right? But like they're buying the girl drinks.
they're
but-
just doing it to like,
and they can clearly tell the girls isn't into them, and they keep like they keep pressing it.
yeah,
It's just like, oh god, like that's just like overkill.
It's a pickle to put a girl in too.
yeah.
Because now she's got to
Absolutely.
either be mean to you or just accept this.
I gotta
Just
tell.
accept this and just hope for this
He won't
to
listen.
end.
I have a friend. He won't listen to this episode anyways. I'm not going to show him.
Oh no!
But
he pinned a girl in the corner.
there's a girl that he's trying to like talk to, and I just keep telling him, I'm like, bro, she doesn't want to talk to you. And I asked him, I was like, is there anything she could do for you to stop talking to her? And he said no. And I was like, whoa.
Oh, so like what he keeps trying
That's
to hit her up on
insane.
social media and shit.
Yes. And I'm like, bro, it's
You
not going to
gotta-
work.
Yeah, you gotta stop at that.
You gotta
point.
know when to hold him. You gotta know when to fold him. And
If
in
it's
this
not
case,
working-
you gotta fold him.
It's not working. And it's just like, bro, that's it. You just move on. You just cut tie. You say, my bad. You put
Yeah.
your hand up and you go.
Social media persistence. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It
And
just
it's
doesn't
funny.
work.
It's just funny when it doesn't work, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
There's a girl out there. She's getting a bunch of DMs just like that from you and from other people.
From other people.
and
And
think,
just ignoring them all.
and think about how dumb some of the DMs are. It's probably just like, hey, and then it's just
Dude,
like
people
just a bunch
Every
of dumb
day and shit.
People are sending their dicks to people that they don't know.
No,
That's wild.
Think
That's
about it.
crazy.
No words or anything. Imagine just a dick pic. That
Yeah.
seems horrifying.
You just receive a picture of someone. I wonder what this is.
There's no words, no
Fucking-
text, just straight dick.
That's wild.
Somebody sent you a photo. Oh, I can't wait to see. Ah, no. It's a penis. It's a damn penis.
That's a nightmare.
That's a nightmare.
That's
man.
scary as shit.
Yeah. To be a pretty girl, bro. Receiving dick pics. You receive your heart-shaped pizzas, but you also receive
You also get your dick pics.
unsolicited dick pics.
You know-
what
you
it's- that's just grotesque, bro. That made me queasy. I don't want to see that. You know?
You know what must be the perfect medium is being a handsome guy because you have the best of both worlds. You
Yeah.
get treated well by
Yeah.
people. The only people you really get treated shitty by are dudes who are insecure because you're handsome.
Yeah.
Right?
even guys like other handsome guys.
yeah, even
Yeah.
they want them
I
around
love
because
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I would love a handsome guy around me.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's crazy. Nah, you'll deal with a crazy female, though. That is the one bad thing you'll deal with.
What?
That's what?
A crazy female. Like a crazy girl.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's crazy girls everywhere.
That's true.
You don't even got to be.
No,
There's
they'll be
also-
crazy
there's-
about you.
You
there's
don't got to
also-
be an attractive guy to have a crazy girl. Crazy,
true.
Crazy girls
No,
all
you
over the
don't.
place.
They're fucking falling out of trees, bro. There's lots of crazy
They're
girls
damn
around here.
trees, bro. They're falling out the damn.
Falling out damn
Almost
trees
all of them
over
are.
Like fucking apples. Oh
Like
my
fucking
god.
apples. But yeah, no, it's got to be nice being a handsome dude. I mean, maybe you're stupid.
I mean, not to our own horns, but I think,
Maybe you're a little more stupid.
Hey man, nobody's perfect.
I think we're decently all right.
We're all right.
I think we're okay.
What I don't have in looks, I provide in personality.
Yeah.
Exactly.
damn it.
We make up for it with entertainment.
Yeah. No one's ever a 10.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson got a fucked up big toe, and I know it. I've seen it.
That's the truth.
That bitch goes sideways. Big,
Bitch
big toe goes
So
sideways.
do you guys remember when
All
like
these celebrities were weird. Remember?
Megan Fox? I was about to
Yeah.
bring that up. When
Oh my
she
God.
made that movie Jennifer's Body, everybody thought she's the fucking hottest shit since sliced bread, and she is pretty hot.
She's pretty hot.
And then people started talking about like, look at her fucking fingers, they're like toes, and they're right, they
Dude,
are like toes.
their fucking thumbs are
Wait,
like
really?
big toes. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Started hiding their fingers and shit.
Once she starts talking, I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, her and her fucking dude, Machine Gun Kelly, they just seem horrible.
just
I
They
would
just
not-
seem like the dumbest people.
just horrible people.
Like people I would not want to be at a dinner party with.
Imagine being at an award show and you're next to them.
Oh my god.
Imagine like those award shows and you're just a celebrity sitting next to all these other fucking celebrities. You think they do like a good seating arrangement on purpose?
No.
like
I think
that?
so.
Or you think they just mix them up real good?
Wait, they do it for cameras. They put people around each other for like camera reasons.
Just for the cameras?
Yeah.
But they can't be people that like each
I
other.
mean, imagine
They-
you're there and you see the Fresh Prince slap the zebra from Madagascar.
Damn.
Heard
You know
that
what I mean?
exact
From
analogy from
Madagascar.
somewhere.
God damn, dude. The dude from Men in Black.
Do you see the dude from
Just
Men in
got homeboy
Black?
from
The dude from
Grown
Hitch?
Slap the guy from Grown Ups.
Wait, you mean Hancock?
You're gonna see.
Are you talking about Hancock?
You're gonna see Hancock slap. What else is Chris Rock? in?
Everybody
I
Hates
don't know.
Chris?
Everybody hates Chris.
The narrator of Everybody Hates Chris? Is that who he just slapped? It's a great show. Dude, that guy,
He just comes back and sits at your table.
he got banned for 10 years from the Oscars.
Will Smith.
Nah, it's
Good
bullshit.
man.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Fuck him, man.
Well, great. Now I don't have to go to the stupid ass
Poor
award.
guy. And he, even
He can
with
still
that,
win the award, by the way.
He had some, like, support after it happened, but slowly people were like, you know what?
I still feel the
I
exact
don't
same
know,
way.
bro. And even his wife, I think, said something publicly.
No,
like,
that was a lie. That wasn't true.
she didn't actually say that?
She didn't actually say that.
It was one of those, like, sources
Yeah,
saying.
it was one of those
At this
things.
point, she gotta back him up all she can because if she doesn't, he's gonna leave her ass.
What?
He
Maybe I
won't.
don't
He
want
won't
her.
ever. He'll
You
do
don't
her
think he'll
dirty
ever?
work for
Maybe
life.
I
bro.
don't-
You're probably right.
I probably didn't do it for her approval. I think he did it for him.
Like, he felt like he needed
I
to.
see
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
To show
And I
he's
fuck
a
with it.
man.
Yeah, because the public has been clowning him for a while.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
he can't really, like, fix it unless he
Unless you smack somebody.
smacks.
That's what you do to fix it.
I gotta go smack Chris Rock.
You know,
bro.
Every day goes by, and I agree with it more and more.
I
There's
heard
gonna
he's,
be the chance that I get to change this, and I've got to take it.
I heard he's a Scientologist.
Will Smith?
Like he's pretty deep into it. Yeah.
That's a
No, he believes in God.
That is a
We'll have to
shame.
look it up, man. But I heard he's pretty deep
They've
into
got a
this shit.
God.
Nah.
Is God in Scientology?
I think he's just a lizard.
Hell no, they just got fucking Xenu.
Xenu. I forgot about Xenu.
He's some kind of like spirit guide or some shit who's guided the alien spirits who were here millions of years ago into our human bodies.
So
or some
Xenu
shit
is
like
his
that.
Maybe
God.
that's who God is. Maybe God is just some alien overlord.
And you have to pay $500,000 to learn the truth.
It's like it's a
And you have to send them bad pictures so they have blackmail on you.
fucking paywall and shit.
It's a paywall.
Join
It's a
Scientology.
paywall to religion.
Fucking religion, man. There's so many things about all these religions that like you just notice, like being a kid and like growing up like Muslim, you just notice like how like sexist that religion is.
Oh, yeah.
Like whenever you go pray, there's a whole different section for like women and like children, and there's like the man section. It's just like you notice that as a kid, you're like, why isn't my fucking mom here with us? You know, it's just
Yeah.
a
Odd,
strange
yeah.
thing. And then like Christianity with all the fucking lies and all the priests taking
And there was not
advantage of kids.
a woman pastor for many churches that I went to. And I was
Just
like,
That's
collecting
true.
money from you and shit,
Yeah.
bro. Like literally passing shit around, collecting money from you.
and they be
And
playing.
they
They play
don't-
the good songs during that part too.
They don't pay taxes in this country.
They don't.
You can have a
Yeah.
church. You don't have to pay any taxes.
Dude, bro, if you're a part of that shit, just write everything off.
Oh yeah.
Everything
You know
has
how crazy that
something to
is
do
that
with the
somebody
church.
said, "Yo, we should get them to give us money and say that it's for God."
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
That
pull
is
that off?
Bananas.
How do these like televangelist people like how do they pull off buying like private jets and shit?
They just do it. They say they need it for business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, he needs it. He's got to go travel the world and spread the word of God.
Exactly. It's the
Exactly.
most efficient way to spread the word of God. Get the man a private jet.
Get him a private jet?
Well, I can't get on Southwest. I need
The Lord doesn't want me on Southwest.
the Lord told me on Southwest.
The
He
Lord
wants
wants me on a private jet.
directly there with no
am, I
stops.
supposed to potentially miss a flight? I need to go spread the word of Jesus.
I like how we all take on the same action for the same guy,
Bro.
with the same televangelist.
Speaking of some unholy shit, bro, I heard I saw this story. Where was it, man? I forgot what. Might have been Chicago or something like that. But this rapper got shot, right?
Oh,
Got
it was
killed.
it was in Washington. It was in D.C.
It was in D.C.?
I think so,
I didn't even know shit like that happens in D.C. I don't know what the hell happened.
or
in DC.
Washington, I think. But yeah,
so
keep going.
This rapper got shot. A 24-year-old guy got shot. They put his body up, propped him up in a club for 2 days, draped him up in an outfit, put a little crown on him, put a watch on him and shit. He had clothes on, like taxidermied.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah. Well, that's not.
No, that's not what he wanted.
That's not directly what he wanted, but that's what his family said. Like he would want that.
Oh wait, really? I thought
Yeah.
the family didn't even approve of that.
No, the family approved. The family was like, "Why do y'all have a problem with that?"
Why is everyone tripping?
Why are you guys tripping?
The family was like, "This is what he wants."
It was at a club?
There was a $40 cover charge, dude. It was a $40 cover charge to get in there and talk.
And it was a club?
It was a club.
It was
There's
a nightclub.
There's several videos of people like recording him. He's just standing on a stage on like the corner, kind
And
of.
he's dead.
And there's
He's
people
dead.
everywhere. It
Dead,
says-
dead.
Bro, there's lights and people just walking around doing
Dude,
stuff.
to me, like that, makes me sick to my stomach thinking about that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the room with a dead person.
It was a
Okay,
real.
but when people say, "Yo, I don't want my funeral to be lame. I want it to be a party,"
Well,
I don't know what you
get
expect.
Made a little bread off him too, you know.
They made some bread off his body.
At the service, $40 cover charge to get into the service.
He has a VIP section.
It's a
You charge to get into his
He's got a
section.
line to take pictures with him.
Yeah, bottle girls coming
Not
around.
even alive, bro.
They're gonna set him on fire. No,
Dude, that is
get
a
the
crazy.
sparklers away from him.
Imagine the sparklers fucking go off. And he
Someone
gets,
put him out. Put him out. He
and fucking-
falls off.
His fucking little coat catches fire and the body starts burning. And there's
Oh
a burning
my
human
God.
body inside of the club.
They gotta just run out. It's a fire drill. The sprinklers go off. He's just in there.
No, it is crazy. I couldn't imagine being in a club with a dead body. Bro. That is insane.
For 2 days. For more than 1 day.
That's
it has
crazy.
to smell, bro.
It has to,
Imagine
bro.
touching him, like, and
Oh.
putting him on the stand.
I don't know how they pull that off. I don't know if it was him, right? It was a real
It was him.
dead person.
It was him.
How do they do that though? How do they do that
No,
without it
you can do
stinking?
that.
Like, what do you what do you shove like wire rods in them?
They had him on
How
like
do you get him
they had him
standing?
on like a stand. I mean, to be honest, you could do it in a way. There was
Get
a
a harness
story
on him.
There was a story, right, about James Brown when he died. They didn't know what to do with his body, so they like kept him in like the living room. Like they stuffed him, and he was like standing like this in
James
the living
Brown?
room. Huh?
Like James Brown?
I
James Brown?
Yeah, I think so.
The big
That is
payback.
crazy.
Yeah,
James Brown?
the James Brown.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit,
And they just hung like clothes on him. No, I'm just playing.
bro.
Oh my God.
My dead family member is not staying in this house unless they are burned to ashes. Unless I can fit
That's
them
the
in
only
in
way.
a small jar.
But you can stuff them in a way that they just stand up, like
Son.
they just stand straight up.
I would be so scared that he's just gonna stand up. And
I don't
start
want
doing shit.
anything
Like, I'd wake up
dead
the
in my
middle of the
house.
night.
Yeah.
Nothing dead in my house. Never.
I don't want no animal shit in my house. Like I
No,
don't
no
want none of that.
taxidermy animals.
Oh,
none of
my
that.
gosh.
Maybe a bearskin rug, but that's it.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what would be cool? Even though I don't like the culture behind it and shit. Those fucking on the wall, the heads.
What?
That's
Like-
so weird.
Oh,
Like,
like
a
the-
deer
like
head.
a
or
deer
something.
head?
It is kind of cool.
If you, not if you bought it, but if you killed that motherfucker,
yeah.
that's cool.
I chopped that shit off myself.
I killed that motherfucker myself.
It took me a month. It was hard work.
I had to get a new bone saw.
You would not believe how hard it is to cut through a deer's neck.
Oh my God. I wouldn't want to get that. I'd just kill a deer and then let someone else stuff it and do all that shit and then give it to me.
Ew, pick it up. Do it for
I
me.
just shoot it with a gun from far
You
away.
fucking- imagine you shoot a deer and they're like, all right, now it's time to grab it. And you're like, ew, I don't want to pick that out. Even though you just
Wait, I
fucking
have to
murdered
do
it.
that?
They're probably posing with him and shit. I don't know how they do it.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know how they do it. The blood on your hands.
That's,
No, but seriously, the thought of like the blood. But I don't know, man.
that's a good note to end on.
Yeah.
The blood
Oh
on
my
your hands.
god.
If you're ever gonna hang something on your wall, you better kill it.
With your bare hands.
Bare hands.
Thanks, guys.
Bye guys.
Bye. Bye, everybody.